Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kay and I am Stitchy Pfeiffer here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Very warm welcome to you if this is your first visit to my channel. I hope that you find something that you like, and if you do, you click on the like and subscribe buttons and select all in the notification drop down on the notification bell so that you will be advised whenever I upload new content. Generally I upload a weekly update on a Saturday, which is what this is, and I'll try and do at least 2 Stitch With Me videos. I try and do them Tuesdays and Thursdays, but sometimes it's a Wednesday, it just really depends. Last week it was a Wednesday and Friday, I think, because I had a new start on Wednesday. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and spending some more time with me today. Your support is, as always, is so much appreciated, and I've had quite an influx of new subscribers over the last couple of weeks, so welcome. This channel is my little corner where I talk about my cross stitching journey, what I've been working on, my stats. I've just realised I have got I've got a fingerprint on my glasses, excuse me. Well, I just have a quick clean. Yes, this is what I look like without my glasses. Not pretty. Yeah, so this is my corner, as I say, where I talk about my cross stitching. Occasionally I will be joined by Charlie, who's sitting waiting patiently at my feet for his cue. You missed your cue. Never mind, come on then, up you come. Come on, up you come and say hello. Come on, up. There we go. Say, like, turn around and say hello. Here's everybody, say hello. This is Charlie, this is my co-host, who quite often comes and says hello. His brother Oscar is away hiding someplace, I don't know where. Probably in my bed, because it's been stormy the last couple of days. And neither cat seems to like the wind. Hey, you're whacking him in the side of the head with your tail. You do know that, eh? Right, down you go then. Down you go. Come on, down you go. You can come back later. Good. Yeah, that was him waiting on his cue, and he's wanting to get back up here. You can come back up later. So yeah, what was I saying? My current internet, talk about cross stitch. Occasionally I will have other hobbies such as crocheting or knitting, but for the main it is cross stitch. I got distracted by Charlie. It's not difficult to do to get distracted by Charlie, so because he's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. Yes, he is. I'm sorry, you're scritching him. Oh, here's Oscar. Are you going to come and say hello? Come here. Come here. No, come here. Oh, no, you're out of reach now. Okay. I missed him the first time. If I don't catch Oscar the first time, he stays out of reach for the rest of the day. Or the rest of the time. Come on. Come on. You coming up? Oh, Charlie is. Okay. Right, you sit nice. You going to help? Are you going to help? Yeah, you can tell it's turning colder. I've got my sweatshirt on. Today is Saturday the 4th of October, and it is a bit blowy outside. We're in the sort of remnants of Storm Aimee, which battered its way through us yesterday evening and overnight. Quite a few trees, I believe, are down around about us, and we weren't getting the brunt of it. The brunt of it was going sort of up the west coast and up north, up towards Inverness way. So my thoughts are with you guys up there. I hope you managed to get through it okay without too much damage. I believe there's power outages up north as well. Ours flickered on and off during the night. It seemed to be just every so often it would flicker on and off. It did go off completely for about half a minute to, sort of like when the storm first sort of hit us. Everything went off internet and everything. I thought, oh, no, it can't go off because I need to film tomorrow and upload. But yeah, we've got there. It's still a wee bit breezy. My bins and one of my plywood chairs has landed in the middle of the lawn, so I have to go out when it's all calm to pick them up. Let's talk stitching. Because this this is the first week in October. I'll give you September's stats, which weren't too shabby. For September, I've had to write my notes down because my laptop decided to do an update and it was taking ages. So in September, I stitched 25,666 stitches. I stitched for 30 days on 15 projects. I had 2 new starts, 0 finishes, 0 fully finished objects, and worked on 13 whips. I UFO'd 1. So for the year until to the end of October, well, that's up to today, 230,053 stitches. Couldn't read my own writing there. I stitched for 253 days out of 272 days. Although for those days that I haven't stitched, I did spend about 7 or 8 of them working on a blackwork project. I've still got to finish the framework of that, the outer frame of that, but it's getting the time to do it, well, it's not so much getting the time to do it, it's being in the right frame of mind, pardon the pun, to actually work on it. I have worked on 25 projects over the year. I've had 17 new starts and 1 finish, and I've UFO'd 2 projects and 0 fully finished objects. Looking at the week just past to the 27th of September, which is the last day that was when I last uploaded a update video, I stitched 8,658 stitches over 7 days on 6 projects. I had 2 new starts, 0 finishes and 0 fully finished objects. So that's my stats out the way for as to what I've been up to. That total, wow. I'm getting back up to what I was at the beginning of the year again. If I manage that for the whole of October, I'm looking at being back up to 30,000 stitches for the month, which is going to be amazing. Anyway, we'll start with the stitching. I do apologise for those of you that are listening on earphones. I've got everything zipped up because the cats would like to play with what's in these bags. The first project that I worked on was Peacock and Roses Sampler. There we go. And I'm working on this using variegated floss 121 from DMC. And I'm working on it in diagonals because it's easier for me I don't have to try and fussy cut the floss to make it flow better. It just seems to work. Although I have got some dark spots next to some light spots, but that's where I am at it, as you can see here. This has been stitched on 18 count antique white Aida with 1 strand of DMC 121 full cross. There we go. I've started here. Oh, for goodness sakes, I need to get a board. I've started here. This is the start of the peacock, and I've got all the trellis work on the left hand side done to about halfway down. I do apologise for all the sugaring. There we go. I'll let you have another look at that. And stats wise, I stitched last week. I forgot to write it down, hold on. Last week on Peacock and Roses Sampler I stitched 1,002 stitches, which took me to a total for the whole project of 4,444, and out of 153,000, sorry, numbers to me, I'm just struggling with numbers today. 15,342, and I'm at 28.97%. And this is the floss I'm using. There you go. floss. It's in that lovely blue, the variations of blue in it. So, looks a bit ratty, but I'm quite enjoying that. I quite enjoy this as a little change from my full coverage projects. Which is why I have a couple of non-full coverage projects sort of scattered throughout, because it's just a nice change. It's like a wee palette cleanser between full coverage projects. So that was that. The next project that I worked on was Hummingbirds in Spring, which is by Dona Gelsinger. It's a quick stitch. This is the chart that we got as second goal chart for the HAED style when they got past 2,000 participants, and that was for this year's one, and that's it there. That's what it's going to look like when it's finished. And I worked on that for 2 days and got a total of 2, 8, 5, 1, 9, 11, 11,011. Does that sound right? Wait a minute, my brain isn't. Let me just do that on paper, because mental maths today is not a good thing. Right, so what have I done? I did 2 days, and I did 8, 4, 7 one day. 2, 6, 4 the next, so that's 11, 10, 11. Oh, yeah, 11,011. Just that number just didn't seem right, but nope, that's what I did for over 2 days, and I worked. I'll show you the mock-up before I've showed you the mock-up. I'm a wee bit out of what I should be because of the laptop not working, but I don't know if you can see it. I worked over this bit here, from about here to here, sort of following the colours as far as I could within the frame, within my nudge. I think it come up to about there, and I thought, no, I can't go much further. So that much, and that's 1111. Oh. Words today are going to be hard. So that's what I've done there, and that's my overall so far. That has taken me to a total on this project of 8,550 out of 85,725, and I'm 9.97%, so I'm nearly at 10% on that. I've got quite a few projects now that I'm nearly at 10%, which is brilliant. Why is that not folding properly? Apologies for all the hanging threads, but I do park. I'll put that one in. Yeah, so those are going away until next month. The next project that I worked on, I pulled my other September new start, which was Glorious Sunflowers. Which is from Artecy. There's the mock-up, and it's based on original artwork, or I think it's photography, by Ulrika Leone, and I worked on that for 1 day, and I stitched 1,339 stitches to take me to over the 3,000 that I like from when you start. So that's that. What I did was I just completed, there was a couple of blocks here that I completed and brought it back down, so I'm back working up here again in the sky. the sky is only one colour, so it's really quick in getting through. And then I've got the contrast of the light to medium confetti and the plants down here. So that is what I've done. I have completed, as I said, I did 1,339 on that one, and that has taken it to a total of 3,470 out of 60,000, and I'm 5.78%, so I've hit 5% on that. So I'm really chuffed for that. The next project that I worked on was McGonagall's Library, which is this one. It's charted by the Cross Stitch Studio, and I did I started this on Wednesday. I did a start along with Catherine Stitches. I think this is the one she was doing. She's doing one of the libraries, and she was doing a restart, so she asked if she could start with me, so I said yes. And there's a couple other people that are working on this. I think Needle Kim's working on it. And who else? They showed their progress. Oh goodness. The name escapes me. There's one or two people or floss tubers that are stitching on this. I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. I am 125 short of my 3,000 from the new start, but it's going away to the end of the month because if I spend any more time on it, I'm not going to hit my targets for like my HAED sale or what have you. So yeah, so I stitched for 3 days on this. No, that's 3 days on this, and that's two. And let me get the pen and paper. Hold on. Oh dear. This is a nightmare. I hope my laptop's back to normal next week. Seriously. I always want to update where it's, you know. Right, 2,875, so I'm 125 short of my 3,000. But as I said, I'll pop that back on the frame at the end, towards the end of the month to get that done, or before. You know, unless it comes out in rotation, which is every chance because I'm way up into project number 10. So I'll be doing 10, 11, 12, 13. I might get up to project 14 plus my HAED sale next week because I'm averaging about 6 projects a week. But that is my start. I'm doing diagonal blocks, not in the top left hand corner. And the colours on this are lovely. I love these browns and beiges that are coming in here. There's quite a lot of dark black in there. I think there's 29 skeins of black in it. But you wouldn't think it to look at it because it looks mainly browns. Do you want to see the mock-up again? It doesn't look like there's a lot of black in it. It looks like it's all browns, but the way that the confetti is done, and you know the stitching, the charting is done, it is lovely. It's a really nice chart to work on. You know this, I went and did the sums, and I didn't think just to open the chart. Oh. So 2,875 out of 640,000 stitches, 0.45%. It's going to be a wee while till I hit 1% on that, but I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm a process stitcher, not a progress stitcher. Although the progress is nice. I like, you know, I like the stitching, and that's stitching up really nicely in that fabric. 25 count 1/1 full cross. Glorious Sunflowers is 18 count white 1/1 full cross. Hummingbird is 18 count easy count 1/1 full cross, and Peacock and Roses Sampler is 18 count Aida. I think it's antique white, and that's 1/1 full cross. The next project I'm going to show you is my HAED saw. There's the mock-up of the full project, because we got the final instalment last weekend, and I can actually show you now full mock-up. That's it there. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days on this. Oh, here we go. Right, hold on. Right. 10, 14, 22, 23, 16, 25, 27, 2, 4, 7, 10, 11, 1,473, I think. Don't trust my maths. But that is it there. I worked on, I found the bottom left hand corner, and I'm, as you see, I'm back doing my diagonal blocks. I'm up here next, working down this diagonal here, and it's all sort of like, some blocks are really quite really light confetti, maybe 1 or 2 colour changes, and other blocks are really quite confetti heavy. It's quite a nice mix, and I try and do around about 250 to 300 stitches a night on that. I try and do 3 blocks. Stitch Pal told me to finish it on or before the 25th of December, because the date for getting all your that's where all my magnets went. A day for getting all your flow chart and your 6 pages in is the 30th of December. So I said, right, okay, I'll give myself a week's grace. So I set my target for the 25th of December, and Stitch Pal told me that I needed to do around about 234, 235 stitches per day to do that. So I said, right, 250 or 300 stitches. See if I can manage 3 blocks, I'm doing well. So that's that one. Stats for that one. I have done to date on that chart 65,887 stitches out of 85,540. I'm at 77.02% complete. And my final chart was a spontaneous new start, because I had a bout of insomnia this week, and I was sitting up at silly stupid o'clock, and rather than doom scrolling on my phone, I thought I'll do some cross stitch, I'll do some stitching, but I didn't want to stitch any of my projects that I had, and I had downloaded some free charts from Zana Cross Stitch from our website earlier that day, and this one had caught my eye. Plus it fitted in the fabric I had, and it's that one. It's called 941. I'm calling it Blue Flowers. That's one of our freebies from our website. And I have stitched on that for how many days? 2 days. And I have a total of 899 stitches out of 92,500. I'm doing this one slightly differently. I'm trying typewriter method. Fill in each block going across, and a lot of the time it's coming down because the next stitch is like way across here. But I'm liking the colours. This is a colour that one of my favourite colours of blue, so I think I'm quite happy with that. It's 995, I think. But I'm really enjoying it, and because I'm doing it on 18 count, I can try this method because there's a wee bit more room for my stitches, doing it 1/1. If I was working on 25 count, I don't think I would have tried it. I've got a hanging thread there because oh no, it's not. I've got a hanging thread. That's where I stopped. With I struggle to keep my eyes open. So that is that one, and that is all my projects. No haul this week. Plans going forward, I will be starting this week's whips after filming this, and I'll be doing Lilies of Valley, Carolyn Manning, which is one of our granny squares one. So that one. I'm going to try and find it. Hold on. I should get the 1,000 stitch rotation done in one day on this because it's quite a quick stitch once I get started on it. So I should get that done today. Finish this one and carry on across the row. Because I should get that 1,000 stitches done today. I'm parking on that. I wasn't parking to start with, I was finishing each colour, but that's getting stitched on 18 count another one. So that's going to be my work for that for today, and HAED sal this evening. Get back into that, do my 300 stitches a day. It gives me a wee bit of leeway, so the fact that I've missed a couple of days this week isn't too much. And then I'll be working on Look to the Sky for 2 days or 1,000 stitches, and Pat Nana for the same. I might go on to Taboo, which is a long dog sampler, so that next week I should be getting back into swing of my rotation again, and I'll be working on Dogwood Cottage next week. So yeah, that's the plans. What have I been watching on YouTube? Let me think. I watched I'm just having a total Laura stitching on the shore. I've watched a couple. I'm catching up. I'm now almost exactly 2 weeks behind instead of being 2.5 weeks behind. So I watched Laura stitching on the shore. I watched yeah, I like Laura. She does a mixture, some full coverage, some non-full coverage. She does quite a few of the games that are out there, and she's got her own one, which is I Spy. I don't participate in them because it doesn't suit my rotation, but it's good to see her progress. And who else have I watched? I watched Lacey, the Sleepy Stitcher. She's primarily, I think, a full coverage stitcher, but the odd bit of non-full coverage in there. Same with Hallie. Is it Hallie stitches big things, or Hallie does big things? I think it's Hallie stitches big things. She's just come back from a retreat, so she was talking about a retreat stitching. she's like myself, a bit like myself, full coverage and long dog samplers. Seemed to be her cup of tea. What else have I watched? Oh God, who was it? Night Owl Stitcher. She was talking about her. What was she talking about? Her rotation. No. I can't remember. I can remember watching it. I can't remember what you're talking about. I'm so sorry, Maddie. Not Maddie. Here's her name. Mackenzie. Is that Mackenzie? I've watched so many different people this last week that they're all starting to mix up. I really need to take better notes. Other than that, I've been still binge watching Chicago PD. I think I'm up to about halfway through season 5. It's been good, enjoying that. I've only got another 7 seasons to catch up on. Yeah, other than that, that's it really. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Are you two going to come and say goodbye? Oscar, come on. You want to come and say goodbye then? Come on, up you come, Charlie. Come on, up you come and say bye-bye. Come on, up you come. Right, come here. There we go. Here we go. Turn around and go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah. I'm going to go, guys. But I'm going to leave you my usual, as always. It doesn't matter how many stitches you get done in a session. Even one stitch completed, yes. Even one stitch. Stop sticking your whisker up my nose. Even one stitch completed is one less that you still have to do. And if you are out and about, treat people kindly, treat them as you wish to be treated yourself. One kind word or kind gesture does not cost you anything, but it can make all the difference to that person. You don't know what someone else is going through. Could be having an absolute day from hell. I think Charlie's trying to break my neck, but never mind. You want to stop it? Can you sit nicely? Watch you getting clothes caught in my sweatshirt. Doesn't matter. Excuse me. I think I've got a cat hair in my throat. Kind gesture, yes. A kind gesture does not cost you anything, but it can mean the world to that person on the receiving end. You don't know what that person is going through. They could be having the day from hell. They could be getting blocked from you by a cat. But your kind gesture and kind word means the world to them. And Charlie, you're going to knock stuff over because you're getting too OTT. Alright, just calm it. And you're too far away to grab, so Oscar's sitting over the other side of the room. He's too far away. People are going to start thinking you're a figment of my imagination, Oscar. Anyway, I'm going to go. If you've liked the projects and amongst all the chaos. Charlie, do you want to stop? Oh. He's a pest. You're being a pest, you know, stop it. If you've enjoyed the projects amongst all the chaos, please drop a comment below. Let me know what you're working on. If you have a rotation, what your rotation is. What are your plans for the coming month? What you got planned to work on? Any new starts? Is it your birthday this month? Because there's quite a few people I know on Flosstube who have birthdays this month and are doing sales and things. So yeah, is it your birthday? Are you planning to start a new start for your birthday? Are you joining in any of the sales for other people's birthdays to help them celebrate? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you click on the like and subscribe button, that would be appreciated. The more people who interact with my channel, the more chance my videos are going to be seen by new people and who may be interested in my projects. If you know someone who's stitching any of the projects that I work on, give my channel a share. Let them, introduce them to my channel. Say, hey, this girl, this lady on YouTube is working on that project as well. This is can have a link to see what her progress is like. That would be appreciated as well. Basically, interaction with my channel gets me up the algorithm a wee bit more and gets my channel seen by more people. So yeah, and if you click on all on the notification drop down from the notification bell, you get notified whenever I upload new content, that too. So I'm going to go now because I'm just starting to talk a load of rubbish and it's not making sense. But hey ho, what's new? Right, speak to you all soon. Happy stitching, guys. Bye.